How's Trustcon, Professor?
This is first one for me in terms of seeing the practitioners and what they do. So content moderators. I go to technical conferences, computer science, AI conferences. They are also very large conferences. But it's wonderful to see from the user perspective. And I understand the value of understanding the users and customers because I've done companies. So
amazing. And Professor, as we are talking, right, I'm getting a lot of questions coming from my team. And trust me, these are not AI generated. These are all true humans from my team, they are sharing. So let me start with a foundational one, right? So as I was talking, generative AI has democratized AI, and there is an increase in adoption of Gen AI, technologies. And how are you seeing this is changing the landscape of content moderation?
I think in your own presentation, you talked about how fast the use of generative AI has grown. 12.6 billion images were created just using one of the Stable Diffusion platform. And the number of content that you mentioned that by 2025, 80% of content will be AI generated. Look at the rate of growth. The challenge though with regards to content moderation is that along with the growth of AI generated content, the generation of toxic content, generation of fake news and misinformation is also growing. The gaming industry lost more than $1.26 billion in a year because of toxicity. And similarly, there are 56% of the organizations lost more than 50 million each because of the lapse in AI ML governance issues. So, what is happening is that AI is used for generation, but also used for spreading. So 80% of the content on social media may be spread by the bots. So with all these things combined, the amount of work that you have to do, if you showed the statistics that number of people, in the content moderation would remain the same. Software will increase, right? That means the amount of content that a person has to go through is far more and far more nuanced and much harder to tell apart. So, and in multiple different modalities. So it's not just the text, it's images, it's video. Amount of time it will take for you to understand something is fake or not. If a video will be a lot longer than, let's say, text. So the problem has significantly multiplied.
Absolutely, Professor. So I wear a hat of a content creator because my first creation you saw, it's a fake image, right? And also I wear a hat of this community, which is moderators and being part of the trust and safety. And also I play a major role in terms of as a content consumer. So what sort of this wider adoption of LLMs and Gen AI tools, as from a challenging standpoint, what sort of challenges the content moderators and the consumer of these content are seeing? And also, is there any sort of specific technical reasoning behind such challenges?
Yeah, so I think you already discussed some issues with regards to the challenges that content moderators face. Let me start with the technical things behind the scene, which is creating huge problem and its impact on content moderators. One of the, we had a paper in the last NLP conference, the top NLP conference, and we got the best paper award. It was about human detectability, AI versus human detectability. Can you tell whether this content is generated by AI or human? And we showed by analyzing 15 large language models that as the models have become more sophisticated, the larger model with many billion and trillion parameters, that it has become impossible to tell apart in terms of language generation, in terms of the content generation, whether it is human or AI generated. And The second very important thing behind the scene is that of hallucination. All of you